Hello Internet, and welcome to Something Fishy This Way Swims. I am Nathaniel, and today I would like to do a tag. I've seen this tag going around lately, and I couldn't figure out who exactly started the tag, so if you know who started the tag, could you comment down below so I can pin the comment so that person can get some credit? But anyways, I've seen this tag going around, this, my worst day in fish keeping. And I think it's a really good tag because, you know, when it comes to fish keeping, especially on YouTube and stuff like that, you know, people try to put their best foot forward and they don't really show a lot of the mistakes that we made. But fish keeping really is a very difficult thing to do. A lot of people think that fish are just throwaway beginner pets, and they're not. It's very complicated. There's a lot of chemistry involved. And there's a steep learning curve. Mistakes will be made, and eventually fatal mistakes will be made. It's unavoidable. It happens. And I want to talk about that, about my worst day in fish keeping, which was actually a week. But we're going to say it's a day for the sake of the video. My story starts 10 days ago. So, for the last month, I have been working so hard on a project. I enjoy fish breeding, and I would really like to branch out and do it on a more larger scale. So I converted this kind of junk room. I'll do a video about it later if anybody wants, but I converted this junk room in my house to a fish room, and I'm in the midst of setting up tanks and stocking those tanks, and, you know, well, first cycling those tanks, you know, getting the plants set, and just kind of doing everything that I can. Like, there's so much work that goes into this that I didn't even think about, like painting the walls and redoing the floors, because you don't want to have a bunch of carpet in there with, you know, a bunch of leaky aquariums. You know, there's filtration systems, there's siphoning systems, there's canister filtration systems, there's just so much that I had to tear out my bathroom sink in my bathtub just to make this work. That's how serious I was. I wanted my RO system, and I wanted a siphoning system. But, so I've been working really hard. And after a lot of work, to the point where I was obsessive, and there probably was somebody who needed to step in and give a little bit of, like, therapeutic intervention. But anyways, I was working very hard, and it was going well. I had finally got a few tanks set up that I had been really, really wanting. And so I was going to start branching out. Like, now they got my tank set up, I got my live food culture started, I got, like, everything. You know, I crossed my T's and dotted my I's. I was ready to the point that it was weird. So the day came where I was finally ready. And I was like, okay. So I contacted a couple breeders that I had been talking to that I was going to, they were going to send me pictures, and I'm going to be able to pick which fish I wanted. Because I was going to am going to focus on breeding mollies, betas, Apistogramma cockatoides, some cichlids, some oscars, some guppies, shrimp, and mystery snails. Like, I'm having fun with it. So I wanted to breed a lot. So, like, okay, now they have all my tanks set up, and I've done all my research. Like, I am ready. So I went ahead and I put in the orders for my fish, which was an absurd amount, like, you know, like $600. So after spending a lot of money on getting these fish imported and sent to me, it was the waiting game. 2 days later was the day that they were supposed to arrive, and I was so excited. Like, I was, like, obsessively, like, checking the tracking on the packages, but, like, where is it, is it here yet? I was annoying everybody. I was like a fairy just dancing around my house. Talking about fish to the point where I'm pretty sure people wanted to strike me. So it finally said delivered, and I rushed to get my package. I had been waiting all day for it. Windows open, doors open, my face pressed against the glass like I don't see anybody. And there was no package. So I was like, maybe they left it on a neighbor's porch. No package. I was like, okay, this is not good. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to get a hold of UPS and see what's going on. And then the crap storm began, dog barking in the background. So getting a hold of UPS was a freaking nightmare. Nobody knew anything. Like, nobody knew anybody else's number. Nobody knew who to transfer me to. Like, it was like the company was being run by monkeys. Like insubordination to the point where it was infuriating. Like, just, people were just stupid. And I was assuming I could get them to pick up the phone, which, like, 3 out of 4, they didn't. So, I finally ended up contacting Amazon and filing a complaint to UPS through Amazon, with Amazon kind of being my backer. I was like, look, I have live animals that are in transit. They say that the package is delivered. It's not delivered. These are live animals. I need them now. So, they got onto UPS. Huge battle started. A lot of blame game and trying to figure out whose fault it was. And in the meantime, I'm just like, can we just find these animals, please, so they don't die? So, I kept looking. We kept looking. I kept making calls day after day, like, dealing with the same people who were starting to frickin' hate me. I will admit, I was pushy. I was extremely pushy, and I was extremely demanding. But, you know, these are live animals, and I know that we like to think that we live in a perfect world, but a lot of people really just don't care about fish if they live or die in tiny bags in the dark. No one really cares. And that's the reality of it, which is horrible, but it is what it is. So, after about 9 days, yesterday, they're all like, yeah, we can't find your animals, we're sorry, we will reimburse you the money. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Which it really isn't, because to me, it's not about the $600, it's about the fish. You know, like, I was very upset just thinking about, you know, them suffocating in the dark and just floating in little bags and just, like, no one will ever find them. So I was really, really upset. Like I said, it wasn't about the money. The fact that, they refunded me every penny. Amazon was amazing when it came to their customer service. They really did help me, and they helped me take on UPS. That was freaking amazing. But the fish didn't make it. I was very upset. And so I was like, okay, I'll just move on and try again. And then yesterday happened. So, yesterday, the package finally came in. It was leaky, it was full of bloated, dead, moldy animals. I'm not going to show pictures because there's just not really a point. And I felt horrible. And I looked at every single one to hope that possibly, maybe, like, you know, like, there's a possibility or a chance, even if slight, that they're going to be okay, that, you know, there's something I can do. But nope, they were all gone. It just kind of, it stuck in my head that those are the fish that I hand-picked. And in a way, I was kind of selecting who was going to die. And I know that I'm being hard on myself, but it's hard not to be after fighting for over a week for these fish. Worried about them, finally getting them, and then seeing what I saw. It was honestly really disturbing, and I think that, you know, it's gonna be something that happens again eventually. You know, everybody deals with that when it comes to shipping. You know, everybody's lost a package, and when you're shipping animals a lot, it's unavoidable. You know, there's things you can try, but, you know, shipping really isn't a science. We really don't exactly monitor, sorry, neighbors are yelling, they don't really monitor things that well, and they don't really follow it as closely as they should. It's just a part of the business, sadly. I should probably stop rocking in this chair. That might be annoying to some people. But anyways, it's my comfort chair, okay? This is my smug chair. Leave me alone. But anyways, yesterday was my worst day in fish keeping. after a long week of my worst week in fish keeping. So to anyone else who's ever in that situation, just push everything to the back, because it doesn't matter. Your feelings don't matter. What the people are saying doesn't matter. The only thing you should be focused on is finding these animals and making sure that they're safe. That's really the only thing that's important. The money is important. I guess for some people it is, but it shouldn't be. The life and the safety of these animals is what should be up front and foremost. So, just a little tidbit. Anyways, I'm gonna go now because this video is like really depressing. I'm really sorry for giving such a long, depressing video when I'm trying to start a YouTube channel, but I figured that, you know, this would be helpful to someone maybe. I think other people have gone through this before, and it's just kind of, it's a horrible thing, and the worst part about it is that you are absolutely helpless. It doesn't matter how many times you call or how many people you call or whether you raise your voice. There's nothing you can do. You're at the mercy of other people. Like being in line at McDonald's. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.